Modern Warfare 3's reveal event is tomorrow, and with it comes a new playable experience, a reveal trailer, some rewards, and more. But in the meantime, I want to take some time to fill you in on everything we know so far about the event and everything that you need to know in order to prepare for the experience. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. What do you hope to see coming out of the event and the details revealed throughout the rest of the week for Modern Warfare 3? If you enjoy the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We're gonna have a ton to discuss here for Modern Warfare 3 with reveal tomorrow and the rest of the week, like a lot. So stick around if you guys are new. I'd love to have you. And finally, check the links down below if you'd like to see it live with me, as we'll be streaming the event and going a bit longer afterwards. I'd love to experience it with you if you want to hang out. But anyways, for now, let's jump into everything you need to know about Modern Warfare 3's reveal event. Firstly, let's talk timing. When is the reveal event here for Modern Warfare 3? Now, it's plastered all throughout the game menus as August 17th, but to find a specific time, it's not so easily visible. The event, though, will be taking place at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, so 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. in the evening in the UK, as well as, if that doesn't cover your bases here for this, as with all videos discussing timing of stuff, on screen is a handy little graphic to help you navigate where else in the world it may be for it if you're not in any of those regions that we just mentioned. So that said, this is when the playlist for the event will open up, queues will begin to fill for the playlist, and you can jump into the game. I'd like to say anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes beyond that, though, as when we'll start to see the rollout of the first people that completed it and who end up getting the reveal trailer for Modern Warfare 3. Around that time is also when the official Call of Duty socials are likely going to post the reveal trailer, so if you just want to see the trailer, it'll be shortly after that as well. So in between, like, I'd say 10:45 a.m. Pacific time and 11 a.m. Pacific time. However, a fair warning in relation to talking about the timing of the event, since it has happened in both other reveals prior with Vanguard and Black Ops Cold War. If you have the opportunity to, I'd recommend trying to get online and be into the menu where you can access the playlist. You can see it, even though it's locked, about 30 to 60 minutes ahead of time. In the past, we have seen actual server queues develop because of increased player count and server load. So if you want to avoid the potential of being locked out and not among the first to experience it, being on a little early does not hurt at all. Now, as for event details, what you can expect in terms of narrative, gameplay features, and everything like that, officially speaking, it's pretty mum's the word. Officially, the event playlist is already live, but it's still locked. A new feature that is, in regards to comparison to Vanguard and Cold War's reveal events, a new thing where we didn't see those for a week leading up to it, but the playlist details that are laid out right up front here for us on the main menu include a few things. Firstly, it takes place in Al Mazrah. Additionally, it's free to play, so anyone can experience it. You don't have to own Modern Warfare 2 to do this. Additionally, it's a squad playlist size of 4, but not necessarily confirmed to be locked to 4. Like raids, you can't start playing that unless you have 3 players. Doesn't seem like there's any information on if that will be the case, but honestly, can't imagine that would be the case to lock you out of it if you don't have a squad of 4. Seems really counterintuitive to do for a reveal event where the objective is to include as many players as possible. But just know that you can go at least upwards of 4 players. Players will start also with a loadout and also be able to respawn, which reminds me mostly of Plunder in that capacity, but rumors have it that it'll be a DMZ-based thing with extraction, so it's going to be slightly different in that basis if that holds up as well. Beyond that, we've seen some teaser images from an unknown caller text ARG, if you want to call it that, from Call of Duty that has provided a bit of insight, but not a whole ton. The first of which was an image of sort of a top-down perspective of Zaya Observatory with a couple of different markers around the area of which look to be missile locations, as indicated by some of the on-screen dossier text, if you want to call it that. An additional mention from the number says to tell your crew that we have work for them. There are many sites to secure. Spread the word. You'll hear from me when we have what we need, with an image of a few SAM site locations, though nothing more in detail beyond that. We've also seen the messages of a classified objective to extract gas canisters near Zaya and to stop at nothing, with images of what these gas canisters will look like, with the designation that they are chemical in nature, and behind that image kind of seeming like it's a tunnel of some sorts here, which all of that we'll get to in a second. And as well, we see another message saying to mark your enemies and to be one step ahead, with what looks to be a massive vault door of some kind. So we'll have to see what all that amounts to, but those are the official details that we ended up getting about the Shadow Siege event here upcoming. Now, while that's all we know, officially speaking, there are a bit of leaked details that we have seen come to light. And fair warning, spoilers ahead, albeit nothing too crazy, but spoilers indeed. So if you'd like to avoid this part, I'd highly recommend using the chapters feature in the video progress bar here to skip to the next segment of the video. So I'll give you a second. All right, so leaks. A while back at this point, the first thing we saw ahead of Season 5's launch and official marketing came from MW2 Intel, an account who has reported things in the past. They tweeted, "Spoiler warning, the rumored Modern Warfare 3 reveal event will have you helping Shadow Company capture missile silos on Al Mazrah while defending those silos from enemies. You'll be invading a bunker located under Observatory in search for a gas canister, which you will exfil with." This was well before we saw anything for the event, and by all accounts, it does seem to be lining up with the event being called Shadow Siege, all key art pointing towards Observatory, and again, those teaser images and descriptors doing so as well. And that was all until recently, but about a day or so ago, data miner Alex tweeted the steps seemingly not in order for the event that went as follows: reveal a boss, capture a silo, exfil, blow up Observatory, phones, and collect gas canister. Now again, those seem to be out of order, but maybe they're not. Maybe my guess here that I'll provide in a second is slightly off basis, but how I see this going would be more so along the lines of phones, which would be a contract phone that then reveals a boss. Then you have to capture a silo, you have to collect the gas canister, exfil, and then in the process, blow up Observatory. That's the way that I see it, but again, absolutely could be wrong. It's just guessing with the pieces of the puzzle here, but either way, seems like a pretty map-altering event, which is also very well why we could be seeing the reasoning for the update ahead of the event itself here. Something that wasn't released earlier within the season here or alongside the seasonal launch. Hold off the chances of those things being data mined for as long as possible. But in addition to those steps, Twitter user Nameless, who used to do a lot more leaking and data mining, you may recognize the account if you've been on the channel for a long while, he tweeted what apparently is some incoming VO for the event, where it's Graves saying once inside, you will locate the chemicals, collect as many canisters as you can, and double time to an extraction point where you will exfil your cargo and yourselves. With also a line from Shepard, somebody who, narratively speaking, is really interesting to hear from. He's saying apparently Russian paramilitary known as the Kony Group are manufacturing and stockpiling chemical weapons, posing a direct threat to global security. Your tasking is to destroy their facility and secure the chemical weapons cache. So seems like we kind of have this story as to why we're doing this sort of raid or Shadow Siege and a little bit of what it will entail, but beyond that, I mean, besides finding out what you're going to see with the next game upcoming, why do this? Well, actually, recently some rewards were detailed for this event as well. With the official Call of Duty account tweeting, "Gear up for Shadow Siege operators, take part in the Modern Warfare 3 reveal event on August 17th at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, and earn special rewards for your contributions to the battle in Al Mazrah." That then coming along with a graphic that detailed the emblem of the Kony Group, a Battle Pass tier skip token, a calling card of the Crimson Sound, a vehicle skin called the Serpent Slayer, a gas canister charm, and the new weapon of the M13C. Something that I kind of feel a little validation for thinking this would be the case and how it was unlocked from the very beginning. But it is indeed. The new AR here, independent of the mid-season update, is going to be a part of this event here, so I'd assume just by completing it, you end up getting it. Everything else along the way is probably completing one of those objectives. And then finally, the last thing that you'll end up getting here for this is, of course, the reveal trailer for Modern Warfare 3. What that entails, we do not know, but at this point, it's the third installment here for these live reveal events, so we kind of know how that's going to all culminate into the reveal of Modern Warfare 3. But beyond that, in terms of how long the playlist will be available, how many times you can jump in, that kind of stuff is yet to be determined. Assumedly, for other rewards beyond the M13C, they're probably going to be limited to this event in particular, but the M13C, once the event goes away, 99.99% chance we get a weapon challenge in-game for that. So just know if you don't have the opportunity to play, you're not going to miss out on the stuff that probably really matters functionally speaking. But besides that, that's the Modern Warfare 3 reveal event in a nutshell, and everything that you need to know here ahead of it so that you're in the loop and in the know for being able to experience the reveal for yourself. But that said, that is what we're going to call it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to here out of the Modern Warfare 3 reveal event? Anything that you're hoping to see throughout either the information that comes along with that or anything to follow throughout the week? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Again, we're going to have so much stuff here upcoming with the Modern Warfare 3 reveal throughout the week and weeks to follow. Additionally, if you're interested in things like XDefiant and other FPS content, we'll have you covered with that as well. So love to have you in the community if you're at all interested, but for now, that's what we're going to call it. So thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.